Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So I managed to prime myself off Modern Warfare 2 for a couple of hours, and I've been greeted with this list that we are seeing in the background now. And if this list is be to believe, then this is the November/December release list from GW. So let's jump in, let's go through it all, let's have a nice little discussion and just see what's on the list. So I'm just going to go down in the number sequence. So the first one is 6, and it appears that this starts in November. So this is a November/December release list. A lot of people are saying that the first part is going to be happening around the 7th of November. So let's just go from there. Apparently the little blue bars that you're seeing as well are also like breaks in like weeks and stuff like that. So let's start from the first one, which is the Red Gobbo. So that is going to be the new exclusive Christmas model, which they're doing. They normally do these every year. I think last year was like a dwarf or something, if I'm not mistaken. Dark Millennium playing cards, they're pretty cool. I might buy some of them. Most of this is actually Age of Sigmar, Bone Shaper, Soul Reaper, Death Riders. So I think that's all that for the new kind of, they're like samurai kind of undead things when it comes to AOS. If we just go, I'm just going to skip from them because I really don't know them. A spray stick, which is 21. Which what? A spray stick? What? A spray stick? What? You actually attach something, a model to the end of a stick? I could do that with some blue tack and a piece of wood outside. A red painting handle, 6-pack. So there's a 6-pack now. Okay. Black painting handle, 5 packs. White dwarf apophyrifica. Now for the painting handles, I'm thinking, are those like those big handles that they released last time? Or is it going to be something completely different? Now, if we jump over the blue bar, we've got White Dwarf November, the Book of Ruin, Necromunda Dark Uprising, which I massively love because of the Zone Mortalis stuff in here. But if we go down, it says generic Necromunda dice, but then 30 and 31 is Zone Mortalis floors and Zone Mortalis bases. That really interests me. Again, the Zone Mortalis stuff is completely awesome. I'm so glad that it's coming out in plastic format. It was a bit too pricey when it was on Forge World. I know Forge World are for like the more advanced modelists, you can argue and stuff like that, but I like how GW are taking over and it's coming out in plastic, and also that it's got to be modular as well, because they did mention that in their little community article. So you can, like, I don't know, maybe build 2 floors and 4 floors, 6 floors, 10 floors and stuff if you buy enough of the stuff. And just at the bottom, where it says 33 to 34, we've got Iron Souls, Command Sleeves and Champions of Dreadfane. That's Warhammer Underworld. WHU to me really means Warhammer Underworld. Yeah, I don't really know that much about that. I'm sorry, I'm just focusing on the 40k stuff when it comes to this. Right, let's move on to the next one, because this is where more or less all the 40k stuff is jammed in. Okay, so the next one, this is from 35 to 71, if I'm reading that correctly, at the bottom. And again, this is after November now. This is like the start of December. So this is the December stuff. And you can see there is a lot of releases coming in December, if this is to be believed. So let's start from the top. We've got some more Beastmen gift and stuff like that, but the big thing to me is to start collecting stuff. So start collecting Chaos Space Marines, start collecting Primaris Space Marines, a CSM Sorcerer, Psychic Awakening, Faith and Fury. Right, okay, let's just stop it there. So we do know that Faith and Fury is going to be the next part of the Psychic Awakening. Now, according to a lot of people, some sources of mine in particular, that Black Templars are getting nothing when it comes to model releases. The only release that is supposed to be happening with that book is a Slaaneshi Sorcerer. Again, don't believe it until you see it for yourself, but according to this list, there is a sorcerer coming. Is it going to be Slaanesh? Who knows? All we know is that CSM are getting a sorcerer. If you remember, a couple of months back now, GW released that rumor image of the sorcerer backpack, and everyone thought it was attached to the whole Chaos release. The Chaos release came and went, and they never got a new sorcerer. So it all makes sense that CSM are indeed getting a brand new sorcerer, and along with the Psychic Awakening 2, which is going to be coming in the first week of December. So that is massive. There's so much coming in December. You got the Sisters of Battle launch set. Well, I say December. I say the end of November, start of December. When I say start, when I say early December. Sorry, I should have been a bit more clear on that, because we know the Sisters of Battle of launch set, which is also on here, which is number 42, is coming out in November. They confirm that. One of the big things on here for me is that is it only the launch set that's coming out? I thought that they were going to release everything sister-wise in November, and when I mean everything, I thought like the whole range, like the tanks. All the HQ choices and stuff. I thought this was going to be like the relaunch of the sister armor, but apparently not. Apparently it's just going to be the Sister of Battle launch set, which is of course that limited edition codex in the book and all those easy to build models and stuff like that. So how do you sister fans feel about that? Are you a bit upset that it's not actually going to be a full range, or do you think it's good because you got other money to spend stuff on around this time of year? Right, let's move on. Let's go down. You've got Retail Trade Kill Team OP Pack of 5. I have no idea what that could be. Adeptus Titanicus Knight Battle Force. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. I've always wanted to jump in the Adeptus Titanicus Knight stuff, but I just haven't dedicated enough time to it. Now, if we just go down, just jump over the AOS stuff, they have some Skaven and stuff. Chaos Space Marine Battle Force box set, Drakari Battle Force box set, Blood Angels Battle Force box set, Tyranids Battle Force, Space Wolves Battle Force, and Tau Battle Force. But the big thing below that is Mephiston, Tyranid Hive Tyrant repackaged, Tyranid Termagon Brood repackaged, Psychic Awakening, Blood of Baal. And you got Chapter Approved and Kill Team Annual 2019. Holy Emperor of Mankind. That is a lot of stuff. A hell of a lot of stuff. Where do I bloody start? So let's start with the Battle Force box sets. Chaos, Drakari, Blood Angels, Tyranids, Space Wolves, Tau. Yeah, awesome box sets. Awesome box sets. One of the chaps that sent me some information, I made a video a couple of weeks ago, stated that there was going to be a Salamander one, but if this is right, then of course that guy is completely wrong in his information. But Blood Angels and Space Wolves, I know there's a lot of Space Wolves people out there, and there's a lot of Blood Angel people out there as well that are saying, well, what's going on with the Blood Angels? What's going on with the Space Wolves, the Dark Angels, the Grey Knights, Death Watch, and stuff like that? Well, it appears that they're trying to get the momentum going, because the Blood Angel Battle Force box set is probably going to be releasing just before Mephiston, and then you've got to have the Mephiston and the whole Psychic Awakening Blood of Baal releasing together. So it's kind of a marketing kind of thing. So hey, look, get the Blood Angels Battle Force box set, and then you can get Mephiston in Primaris format, by the way. That's what the rumor is. Mephiston is returning in Primaris format. It doesn't say here, it just says Mephiston. So maybe it's either a new model or it will be Primaris Mephiston. We'll hopefully see very soon. And then of course the Psychic Awakening Blood of Baal, which is the third part of the Psychic Awakening. I cannot believe how fast they are pumping these books out. It's almost like a brand new bloody codex, really, coming for like everyone involved. Of course, this one is probably going to focus on the devastation of Baal, Blood of Baal, and stuff like that, because the Tyranids are supposed to be fighting the Blood Angels in it, and everything like that. So that's why you're seeing like the Tyranid Termagant Broods repackaged, the Tyranid Hive Tyrant repackaged, and stuff like that. Pretty much a shame that the Tyranids are getting no new models, but you can't argue that if Mephiston does get a new model, it's a much-needed upgrade. If it's Primaris, then I would certainly love it. I would love it if it was just normal Mephiston. Am I a bit upset that it's not Dante getting the Primaris treatment? Personally, yes. I've been reading the Guy Haley stuff about Dante, and I think he would make a kick-ass Primaris guy if they upgraded him. Maybe get some energy back, maybe some of that youthfulness back into him, because he is feeling a bit old at the moment, and he basically just he just want to die. So yeah, Psychic Awakening Blood of Baal. It'd be interesting at the Blood and Glory at the start of November to see if they actually announce this or talk about it or show off some previews of it. So fingers crossed we'll see that at the start of November. It's probably going to be the Faith and Fury stuff, to be completely fair, rather than the Blood of Baal. And of course, Chapter Approved and Kill Team Annual. I don't know what the Kill Team Annual is. Is that kind of like the Kill Team Chapter Approved? I'm not too sure. I'm really looking and also scared to see. Well, looking forward and also scared to see what's going to be in Chapter Approved 2019. I do own an abundance of Executioner tanks, and I fear that the nerf is going to be coming, and they will be hit very, very, very hard. Right, so let's jump over the little blue bar, and after that, it's basically Orc Grot Bomber, Ogre Pitch Dugouts, Ogre Team Card Packs, Ogres, War in Rohan, and then 71, I think it says Isengard Dice. So a lot of AOS and a lot of Middle-earth stuff coming to the back end of Christmas. Right, let's jump on to the next image, and let's look on what's on that list. So this one is 63 to 808. We actually covered some of the stuff on the previous page. They've just gone over to do it this way. So if we jump down to the Isengard dice, which is 71, which we've already gone through. So again, this is more or less just Middle-earth, Saruman the White, Rohan House, Rohan Watchtower and Palisades, Battletome, Slaves to Darkness. Now, one of my sources who mentioned the 9th edition stuff the other day to me, he told me Slaves to Darkness was coming before I even seen this. So again, that's what adds more evidence towards that guy may know some things. War Scroll, start collecting Slaves to Darkness, Iron Golem, Untamed Beast, Corvus, Cabal, Cypher Lords, the Splintered Fang, the Unmade, Slaves to Darkness, Endless Spells, AOS stuff, AOS, and then right at the bottom, Blackstone Fortress Annual 2019. Again, it's probably just like an updated rule book and stuff, because they've been releasing a lot of stuff in the White Dwarf and stuff, so hopefully they'll put it all together so you don't have to like carry like fucking 10 White Dwarfs with you when you come to play a game. Right, and that's basically it. So really, really, really interesting. Of course, the most interesting thing is all the Battle Force box sets, December, the Psychic Awakening, Faith and Fire, Mephisto on Dante. If this is true, again, because we can't take anything for 100% fact until GW releases itself, but it's all over the interwebs at the moment, so I wonder what GW are going to do, how they're going to react to it. We should see very, very soon. If they announce a Psychic Awakening and they call it Blood of Baal, then we definitely know that everything on this list is true. Well, saying that, we'll know it even probably before that, when all this stuff starts coming out in November. So, we've got the next 2 months, or more or less everything to the end of the year now, just given to us on a plate, so we know actually what's coming. So if you want to start saving for a certain item, certain models and stuff, then this is the list right here. Right, thank you for coming, thank you for watching. I'd love to get your thoughts, feedback and everything down below in the comment section, and we can have a nice little discussion about it down there, chaps. Right, see you now, and bye bye.